Talk about our 5 settings. First setting is going to be standing squared, right? First off, for him, he can be seated or he can be supine. Different guards for these situations. For me, I can be standing squared, staggered, on my knee, I write commando, right? 2 knees, or on my hip. Right now we're doing the hip game, okay? So going on the hip game, I want to find the inside position. I'm here, I have my 2 hooks on the inside. I'm grabbing his legs. I drop my elbow on the mat. This hand reaches all the way around grabbing his tendon, right? Tendon grips and heel grips, right, is gonna be key for us. When I'm here, I'm sucking this on the inside. I kick my leg through as I shoot my hips forward, right? My foot is going to his hip as my hook of my foot is hooking his far butt cheek. It's important that we don't get in the habit of hooking the near butt cheek. The only time that we hook the near butt cheek is, say, Junior, come up on your knees for me, please. Is because he's here and he's putting in a lot of pressure towards me. And then I'm gonna use that to elevate, right? But let's go back down, sit on your hip. If I have it on the near butt cheek over here, he'll be able to grab his heels and start to pull that up. Nasty little heel hook that Dean Lister likes to hit, right? So we try to keep it on this far hip over here, and nice good pinch to where that there's no open gap, okay? This is our first foot lock here. I'm gonna use a lot of different terminology that we're gonna use throughout our heel hooks and shit like that, right? So when I'm here, I use a cross grip. I use a cross grip to assist, right? Once I use a cross grip to assist, I pull it up to my armpit, and now I suck my arm all the way through. I wanna try to look for his ankle bone. So I'll use my feet to push myself back to get further on that ankle. Once I'm here, I'm grabbing the palm, pulling until my thumb goes up. I suck my elbow towards my hip. Once my elbow's towards my hip, my temple's on the mat, drawing a line behind me, and the hips go forward, right? When we're doing this is our foot lock guard, by the way, right? When I'm doing this guy, I have to always be prepared to transition, because a lot of times, if you don't get it off your first pop, he's gonna start to put the top foot over, right? We're gonna start to put the top foot down. That's when we're gonna start to transition our guards. That's when you go double outside Ashi. That's when we start to transition to different things like that, right? That's why we need a good hip game, right? So right now what I want us to just focus on is this first foot lock. Once you get that first foot lock, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop or push ourselves back as we push his knee to get his heel exposed. You see how I'm getting his heel on my chest here, right? To where his heel's popped open. Once it's here, I'm gonna hold a rear naked choke, and my hand like a fist is shooting to my shoulder as I go forward. This is your Aoki lock, right? So we have our very first foot lock, we have our Aoki lock, and then what else is on that fucking thing? Transition to double outside Ashi, right? So once I'm here, he puts his foot off, boom, top leg goes over. Easy. And then we just switch, okay? So again, here, I enter, boom, I'm in, I'm down, I catch, heel out, I catch. Why do we need this? Because sometimes I get too far back on the foot and I feel like it's about to slide out. And when it does slide out, he slides out into an Aoki lock. So when we shoot on this foot lock, we always want to shoot at the very, very tip of it, right? We want to catch it at the end. And a lot of times when you catch these guys later on, when we start going for heel hooks, when you miss it, you'll catch the heel or you'll catch the Aoki, depending on which the angle of his knee, right? So again, foot lock, down hit, Aoki hit. Over time, on my transition to D.O.A. Here, I'm in, boom, boom, boom. See, I'm still holding, because I don't want to lose the knee line. So I'm still holding so it doesn't run. As he pops over, go and pop over. Go and pop over for me. Doesn't matter. So I chase his ass down. You guys got me? Okay, give a shot on 3. 1, 2, 3.